the Skellig Islands. These are just off the coast of the Ring of Kerry, and there are two different types of tours. One tour you can actually go onto Skellig Michael, which I believe is one of the islands, and then the other tour is just boating around the islands and you don't get off the boat. So we're unfortunately not able to do the tour where you actually get off the boat. It was too full by the time we booked it. I believe you're supposed to book these like way in advance because this is probably the most popular thing to do around the Ring of Kerry. So we're only doing the 2.5-hour boat tour and get a nice view from the water. All right, getting ready to go to our tour. As our boat tour set off, we were given a great view of Port McGee and its surrounding area. What we weren't expecting, however, was just how rough the seas were going to be today. The swells were huge, and we felt like we were being thrown in all directions, and everything we had with us got completely soaked. It was definitely a crazy experience. Before long, we were within sight of the two stunning Skellig Islands. Skellig is an old Irish word meaning splinter of stone, which is a really good way of describing the shapes of these islands. With incredible sharp, jagged rocks and sheer cliff faces, seeing these islands up close was truly amazing. We visited Skellig Michael first, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and was actually inhabited by monks in the 13th century. Fun fact, it was also featured in one of the Star Wars movies. We went to Little Skellig next, which has never been inhabited by humans, but it is home to over 50,000 seabirds. I don't think we've ever seen that many birds in one spot before. It was crazy to see them flying and swarming all over the island.
Okay, we are back in the van. We are both completely soaked. Our rain gear sort of worked during all that.
I think it's... Yeah, I think I'm wet.
That was crazy.
The swells were so big.
Yeah, we've never been on a boat with rough waters like that before. That was nuts. But a lot of fun, and those islands were really cool. Yeah. Like I didn't really know what to expect going into this.
Yeah.
That was Skellig Island, made famous recently. I'm sure they were already famous, but recently famous also because of Star Wars, because they filmed one of the last movies there. So yeah, check this place out. Like it's definitely a tour that's worth doing if you're in the Ring of Kerry. Go see this island. It was great.
If you get seasick though, take your grabber.
Yeah, there was a guy behind us and I think he was clutching one of the barf bags and I was like, oh, any second now. But anyway, we're back now. We're gonna get dry because we're just completely soaked and get comfortable. Okay.
Alright you guys, the Ring of Kerry did us well, and we are now headed on to the Dingle Peninsula, and hopefully that brings on a ton more adventures. Woot woot!
Alright, we're here getting some lunch. I don't even know what city we're in, but anyway, we're at this Bunker's Bar. Alrighty, dinner. What do you get? Some sort of chicken thing.
I forget how to pronounce it.
I got a lamb stew. Let's try.
Let me just see how much space you have on the other side. Seems fine. And we have beach views.
So we've made it to our campsite. It's called Inch Beach here in the Dingle Peninsula.
Yeah.
That's correct, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, you used to be able to camp for free on this beach. but now there's a whole bunch of signs saying you can't camp overnight and stuff like that. So you're kind of forced to do a campsite, which is not a problem. We wanted to grab a shower anyway after our crazy sea boat adventure. So yeah, nice and comfy now after our shower. Gotta do some laundry and just kind of chill for the rest of the day. And we'll see what else today brings. It's not really ice cream weather, but we got some anyway. From this famous place called Murphy's Ice Cream. The milk is made from this special kind of rare, going extinct cow.
That makes it smoother.
Yeah, and it's actually really, really good. I got honeycomb caramel.
I got some sort of cookies one. Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, do that again.
Hi.
Do that again.
Hi.
Oh, I believe it's day 7
Yes, it's day 7 now in Ireland.
in Ireland, and we are currently on the Dingle Peninsula. So this is called Dunmore Head, and there's a ton of little islands and big islands out in the ocean. And yeah, we're gonna go for a little walk. Oh, and Star Wars was also filmed here, The Last Jedi. Welcome to Dunmore Head, the most westernly point of Europe. So we've been getting a lot of these trails kind of to ourselves, which is really nice. But what I've also noticed is that people will drive into the parking lot and then just see the view from the parking lot. And I feel like they're missing out. Also, with the tour buses that come around, they probably don't stay at some of these places for very long. So we're going to the cliffs of Moher later, and there's a bunch of trails out there. I'm curious to see how many people actually do the hikes out there. So we've made it to Dunquin Harbor. It's very similar to the view that we just had at Dunmore. There seems to be a trail that you can take to get down. It's all paved, so it looks pretty simple. However, I think the view looks better from up here. But yeah, very pretty. Guys, the sunglasses are on. It's sunny. We are here at Cloggerhead Viewpoint. Oh my gosh, this spot is beautiful. Definitely recommend driving along the Dingle Peninsula.
All right, so we're here at what is arguably the biggest attraction in all of Ireland, the legendary Cliffs of Moher. Here we go.
Hopefully it's pretty.
Yeah, 4-hour drive just to get here.
Oh,
Better be worth it.
that was hard.
So a few fun facts about the Cliffs of Moher. There is a 14-kilometer stretch of vertical cliffs that go straight into the ocean. It is really amazing to see. The highest point being about 702 feet. One of the most touristy attractions here in Ireland, receiving about 1.5 million visitors every year. All right, guys, so we're all set up here with the van right by the ocean. I think we're gonna call it for today. Today was pretty jam-packed. We drove for hours and hours, saw some cool stuff. Overall, super success. So that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for joining us, and be on the lookout for our next episode as we continue our Ireland adventure. I guess we're about halfway through now. Still lots to come, still lots to see, and thank you guys for joining us so far. So with that, we'll say goodnight now. My name is Mike.
I'm Dana.
Or Let's Just Go Travel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Woo-woo!